Well, hello to Cleo and Winnie and Sterling and James and Roman. Got the three guys in the middle and the girls on the top and the bottom there. Okay, so today I'm going to read a book that has two dogs in it. One's a good dog and one's not so good. And it would be too much for me to read two books or three books because that would take too much time. So, what do I always say? I always say that I love you. And today is one day that I was outside and I was happy. And yes, it was a day that, hey, Sterling was going to school. He's such a big boy now. And his little brother Roman is so cute. So I am happy that I was able to see them today. So here we have dogs in our story today. It is not about cats. And no, there is not, let's see. Nope, there's not a rabbit in this one either. So I'm going to take out the book. We are going to sit down and we are going to look in the book for some words that you might like up. Will is probably in the book. Me. I find the word me, but I'm sure we're going to find the word and, A-N-D, and the word are, A-R-E. And if there are any girls in the book, there will be a she. So those words are the words, some of the words that we are going to find in the story. So, what is this book? It is a story about, A-B-O-U-T, about the Super Pets backward Bowwow. Bowwow. Ooh, look at that. He looks like a good guy. He looks like a bad guy. He's got an S going the right way, and his S is backwards. Let's find out about this backwards guy. So, here we start the book with lots of good guys and some bad guys. Backwards Bowwow. This book is starring Crypto, the super dog, and Bizarro, Crypto. And we're going to have Ace, the bat dog. We've had him before. Oh, there is a cat in this. Streaky, the super cat, and Alfred Pennyworth is Batman's butler. He's one that helps Batman, brings him tea, helps him with all sorts of things at home. So, there are 3 chapters. Backward Planet, A Shocking Display, and Nonsense. So, chapter 1. Oh, wait a minute. First, we'll find out about Crypto. Crypto has super hearing, neat heat and x-ray eyes or vision, super smell, freeze breath. He can fly, and he's super speed, and he has his S shield, and he belongs to Superman. Species is a super dog, born on Krypton. Weakness is kryptonite. Favorite food is kapow chow. Next you'll have to try kapow chow. Bio, the childhood pet of the Man of Steel. Krypto is a super dog, has been the same powers. He has the same powers as his master, Superman. Now, Bizarro Krypto has ice and X-ray vision. So he has heat and he has ice. He has super hearing. He can fly, super speed, super smell. He's got flames. So he has a hot flame breath, where the good guy has a freeze breath. And his shield is backwards. Let's see, when Krypto, the super dog, crashed on Hetru, I'm not sure that, the Bizarro created his evil twin and collected Bizarro Krypton. So Bizarro is this bad guy. He's a Bizarro dog. Weakness is blue kryptonite. His favorite food, pineapple upside down cake. Hey, I kind of like pineapple upside down cake. Maybe I'm a little Bizarro too. Okay. First chapter. Backward Planet. Smash! Shortly after midnight, an alien shuttle crashed down on the city of Metropolis. The strange rocket ship scraped along a mall parking lot. A trail of sparks streamed out behind it. There's a picture of it. Screech! The shuttle skidded to a halt next to a dumpster. A door in the side of the craft opened, and out stepped a white dog. The alien canine had large head, red eyes. He was strong and wore a flowing cape. Boy, the red eyes is a clue that maybe this isn't a good guy. Here's a picture of him. The alien looked a lot like Krypto, the super dog, but he was not Krypto. He was actually the exact opposite. He was Bizarro Krypto, and he never meant to land on Earth. Bizarro Krypto was the only passenger aboard the shuttle from the planet. Now this, I'm not sure if I'm going to say it right, but we'll call it a tray. The shuttle had flown far off course. It had gotten caught in the Earth's gravity. From the spaceship window, Bizarro had watched the round planet growing closer and closer. It looked very different from his home planet. So his home planet, look at that. It looks like a cube. In the world, is round like a globe. The Earth, where we live. So here he is, walking down the street. Good bumpy landing, said Bizarro. The alien canine climbed out of the shuttle. Whip, whip, whip. He shook himself off and he walked down the middle of the mall parking lot. The moon was full, the parking lot was empty because the stores were closed. Bizarro Krypto started to worry. On a tray, the stores were always busy at night. Where was everybody? Bizarro Krypto followed the sidewalk through Metropolis. He passed more closed stores and he passed more dark houses full of sleeping people. Bizarro Krypto didn't understand why people would sleep at night. Moments later, the sun started to rise and people began to wake up. Bizarro Krypto was stunned by what he saw in the light. Peeking in the window, see him peeking in the window? Peeking in the window, he saw dogs lying and eating on the floor. Humans read on couches and sat at tables. That was not all. The more Bizarro Krypto looked, the more confused and worried he became. The people and the animals on this round planet were all backwards. Nothing made any sense. Bizarro Krypto was about to head back to his ship when suddenly a man in a bathrobe opened the door nearby. Don't worry, Baxter. He won't hurt you. A small puppy scampered in. Bizarro Krypto stopped to watch what would happen next. The young dog picked up a newspaper and trotted back in and dropped it at the man's feet. Woof, woof. Good dog, said the man. Then the owner reached out and patted the dog and handed him a chew bone. Bizarro thought it was weird for a dog to bring a newspaper to a person. On Hitra, people gave papers to dogs so they could chew them and make reading the news harder. So instead of dogs giving the paper to people, people gave the paper to dogs. Bizarre. Still, that was not the strangest thing Bizarre Crepto saw. As he watched the small dog took the bone, she ran off and dug a hole in the yard and plop, dropped the bone in it. Bizarro couldn't take it. Stop, he said. You no do that. The chew bone belonged in a frame. It was nasty and ugly and needed to be on display so all could enjoy it. The little dog looked confused. I'm saving it for later, she said. No, said Bizarro. He didn't have time to explain what the dog was doing wrong. She ran off, barking towards the fence. Bizarro could not believe his eyes. The dog was chasing a cat. Bizarro was more baffled than ever. What was the dog doing chasing a cat? It was like nothing he had ever seen. Feeling a little shaken up, Bizarro Crepto walked towards downtown. The creatures of Earth needed his help. That's the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is a shocking display. The people and animals of Earth were starting their day. Bizarro Crepto thought they were doing it all wrong. He had never seen dogs wearing collars. Collars were for humans. He had never seen people walk dogs on a leash. They were for humans, too. Then Bizarro saw the most shocking thing of all. Through the window of a museum of natural history, the alien dog spotted an enormous skeleton. It was a dinosaur skeleton, and it was clean and shiny. That's not good, Bizarro Crepto growled. Not good at all. The Anhatra, big, dry bones like that had to be buried. Only meaty, stinky bones were hung up for display. Huge bones like those in the museum, without anything to chew on, were too terrifying to show the public. Below the enormous skeleton, people stood and stared. Bizarro Crepto thought they were frozen in horror. He had to help them. Nobody should have to look at such a horrible, awful bones. So he ran in thinking he's helping these people, but what did he do? Look at that dinosaur. Whew. With incredible speed, Bizarro Crepto burst into the museum. Whoosh! He grasped one of the giant bones in his jaw and flew out the exit. Alarms sounded and people screamed. Oh, they're happy, he thought, because I'm helping. Outside, Bizarro Crepto spotted a large grassy area. It was a city park. Thud! He touched down and started digging. Dirt flew out of the hole faster than the wind of a hurricane. Whoop, whoop, whoop. When the hole was finished, Bizarro flew back and forth carrying bones he had dug a pit. So a huge house could have fit inside of this pit. Soon he would have all the big bones hidden in there, and the Earth people would be safe. Bizarro was proud, but he didn't hear the sirens coming. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Stop, police, one of the officers shouted. 6 police had formed a line to block Bizarro from going back and forth to the museum. Bizarro didn't stop, though. He flew right past the police. Whoosh! They tried to catch him in a net, but it was useless against the dog's alien power. We need help, one of the police officers shouted. The officer was right. The only Earth creature with enough power to stop Bizarro Dog was a pack of super pets. One of the officers put out the call, and just in time, inside the museum, Bizarro Crepto had begun to pull apart the skeleton of a whale. Moments later, the real Crepto the super dog and Ace the bat hound arrived at the scene. Let's go, Crepto barked. That crazy dog is destroying the museum. Wait, Ace cautioned. He looks a little like you. Crypto shook it off. No, he doesn't, he said gruffly. He's a bad guy. Bad guys do not look like me. Ace did not move. He was a good detective, and he wanted to wait a moment to figure out what was happening. Through his mask, Ace watched Bizarro Crypto flying back and forth, hauling and burying bones. He definitely did look like Crypto, but he didn't act like him. The people at the museum had started throwing trash at the strange dog, trying to make him stop. Their attention only made him tear down the displays faster. You have to say thank you, Bizarro told the crowd as he ducked his head, but the people didn't understand him. Bizarro Crypto thought that they were being nice. On Hatra, throwing stuff was a way to show how much you liked something. Ace didn't know this. All he knew was that something was very wrong. Come, let's stop this pooch already, Crypto said. Oh, look at those two dogs. I've got to be at it. We can give it a shot, Ace agreed, but there's more going on here than meets the eye. Crypto had no idea what his friend was talking about. The super dog stepped out to block Bizarro's path. Crypto unleashed a blast of icy breath to stop the backward dog in his track. Swoosh! Bizarro dropped his bone and fired a warm blast of his own. The two streams of air met, creating a swirling vortex. It was a standoff. He's sending out ice and he's sending out heat. While Crypto and his reverse twin were busy, Ace moved and he snagged the stolen bones and dragged it back towards the museum. The crowd had gathered, gave him a loud cheer. Bizarro Crypto caught on and he sent one last blast of hot breath at Crypto and turned to face Bathound. Whoosh! Bad dog, Bizarro Crypto barked to the super pet. You frighten those poor people. That's bad. The backward Bowwow grabbed the bone back, snatched it easily, and he flew towards a giant hole he had dug. I am helping, Bizarro Crypto said. Helping, Ace repeated to himself. Bad dog. Then Ace remembered something Batman had told him about Bizarro World. His crime-fighting partner had explained that Bizarros were different from Earthling. Their world was the exact opposite of Earth. See? Here's people on Earth, and there's the people on Bizarro World. The trouble was, their ways made no sense here. Batman had also explained to Ace that because the Bizarros were just as strong and powerful as the Earth superheroes, they were extremely hard to control. Their ideas could be harmful, even if they meant well. If this other Crypto was a Bizarro from Hatra, the best thing the Super Pets could do was send him back. But how? That's the end of Chapter 2. Chapter 3, Nonsense. Crypto, Ace called to his friend, keep an eye on Bizarro. I'll be back. Without stopping to explain, Ace took off. He had to find what had brought Bizarro Crypto to Earth. They were going to need to send the backwards Bowwow home again. Crypto watched Ace running down the street. He was not sure what the other dog was going to do, but he knew Ace liked to have a plan. He also knew that Ace's plans would be usually good. All Crypto needed to worry about was his odd opposite. Drawing a deep breath, he turned and tried again to freeze Bizarro Crypto in his tracks. Bizarro Crypto fought back with a fiery breath. Whoosh! Oh well, Crypto thought. If I can't stop him, at least I can keep him busy. Crypto was drawing a big breath when he picked up a new sound with his sensitive ears. It was the soothing purr of a cat. Streaky! Here comes the cat to help him. Crypto was relieved that another super pet was coming to join him, but he wasn't so sure Streaky would be much help. Supergirl's orange cat did not leave his home often. He liked to nap during the day and fight crime at night. Still, it was a good thing he had answered the call. Superdog was just about to deliver one more chilly gust when he saw Bizarro Crypto freeze in his tracks. Whoomp! Streaky landed behind the Superdog. "What's the problem?" he asked, casually licking his paw. Crypto didn't answer. He was staring at Bizarro Crypto. The alien dog still had not moved. His eyes were wide. He tried to blow out another hot breath, but he coughed and he staggered backwards instead. He was afraid of something, and that something had to be Streaky. Ooh, the dog was afraid of the cat. Look at that. Alright. "This is perfect," Streaky said to Crypto. He flexed his claws. "But what should we do now?" Crypto sniffed the air. Ace was nearby. He picked up his ears, and Ace was calling to them. "Chase him away," Crypto said. Streaky picked up the pace and chased Bizarro Crypto in a new direction. In moments, they were all at the parking lot where Bizarro Crypto had crash landed. So this is them chasing. Ace was there with Alfred, Batman's butler. Alfred had a way with gadgets. He was tinkering with Bizarro Crypto's spaceship. "There you are, sir," Alfred said to Ace, and he gave the silver craft a pat. "It's all ready to go." Ace sparked up to the super pets flying overhead. Streaky and Crypto knew just what they had to do. Bizarro Crypto knew what to do too. He flew to his ship and scrambled aboard. Using his nose, Bizarro Crypto pushed the button that sealed the hatch and prepared for takeoff. "Nothing makes sense here," the odd dog muttered to himself as he took off. "Earthlings are beyond help." Watching from the ground, the super pets were happy to see Bizarro Crypto go. He may have meant well, but he would be better off on his own square planet where everything made complete nonsense. And that's the end. All right, so here's a picture of our super pets. Boy, we've talked about a lot of these. This guy was in our pet today. Ace was in. Where's the cat? There's the cat, yeah. Streaky. We've had the monkey and the horse and the rabbit. We've had about these people. And there's the bad Bizarro Crypto on that one. All right, here's their jokes. What do you call a really cold dog? What? A popsicle. Oh, I like that. A really cold dog, a popsicle. What kind of dogs like to take baths? Not sure. A shampoodle. Where do dogs like to eat? What do dogs like to eat for breakfast? Poached eggs. And the words we use today, attention, means to focus or concentrate on something. Earthling is somebody from the planet Earth, like we're all Earthlings. Gravity is that force that pulls us down towards the Earth. A hurricane is a storm with high wind. A museum is a place where interesting objects are on display. Sensitive means we react to the slightest change. And vortex is a swirling whirlpool of water or air. So those words we use today. And these are the authors, Sarah Hines. And our last page picture, the good guys and the bad guys. All right. So that is our story today. And now Grandma's got to go back to the library and see if she can find more books. All right. Well, I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.